Welcome back to Spilling the Gravy. I'm Antonia.
And I'm Michelle.
And
we're back. Did you miss us?
Sorry.
Everybody needs a little hiatus every now and then.
We've been a little busy. We needed a little break, so sorry. But we're back.
We're back.
And guess what?
What?
It's Easter. I was trying to think of like a song to sing, and then I couldn't think of one.
Here comes Peter Cotton.
I was trying, I said
down the bunny trail.
literally in my head, I'm like, oh, Peter Cottontail. And I'm like, I don't know the rest of the words.
Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way.
Well, Easter would be on its way. Or did Easter pass? No. Easter's coming this Sunday.
Easter is coming this Sunday.
How exciting.
It's early, a little early, like, yes.
Well, next year it's in March.
Yeah, that's too early.
Yeah.
Why? And why I think that is.
I kind of like it in March.
I feel like Easter's Eve is still a little chilly in March.
Yeah, but I feel like Easter's always hit or miss no matter if you're in March or April. It's either rainy, hot, cold. I don't know.
When I don't like it?
When
it falls on my birthday. My birthday's in April.
Your birthday falls on Easter?
It has.
Well, I know it's different every year, but I'm saying I don't think I realized that you were in that time frame that it falls on Easter.
That's like kind of a late Easter, but it has.
Oh, very nice.
And I don't know why, because I'm not like a big birthday celebration person. Maybe that's why, because then everybody's like, oh, and we have to have cake for your birthday. And I'm like, let's just do Easter.
Okay.
So I don't like when it falls on my birthday, or even really my birthday weekend. So I guess I do like April 5th or 6th or whenever it is this year.
It's the 5th this year.
The 5th.
I'm pretty sure it's the 5th. I think next year is like the 30th or something.
When Evan was born, it was in March. And I remember because we had him and he was like 3 weeks old, right? 12, no, probably not even 3 weeks old, because he was born on the 12th. So, and I don't remember what the exact date was, but I remember I went out because I didn't know what I was having either. And then he was born, it was Easter. So we ran out and we got him this cute little blue
outfit.
and this little, they were like, and I mean, literally he was this big. He was only a couple weeks old.
Picture.
And he had little like blue and white gingham, like bottom piece on and little white shirt with a bunny. It was
cute.
very, very cute. I think it had a hat, but no hats ever fit Evan's head, but I think he did have a hat with it. And Evan, Jeff was making his confirmation, and the night of the Easter Vigil, because they always did it the night of the Easter Vigil, which is the Saturday night before Easter.
Yeah.
And that was the first time, well, he was only a couple weeks old. We had to leave Evan so that we could go to church. And I was so like upset that I had to leave him. I don't know
like
how
2
we
hours?
ever thought, probably not even how I thought that was going to work out. Yes. And shout out to Aunt Ro and Uncle Tom actually watched him while we went to church.
Oh, that's very nice. I had my confirmation on Easter Vigil because I did it as an adult, which I liked. I enjoyed doing it as an adult, but yeah, it was also on Easter Vigil. So I guess that's the only time they do it.
Yeah,
for
I don't know if
adults,
that's
maybe.
Because they were different. Yeah, that's different churches, but they did it. But yeah, so I remember that Evan's first Easter was in March.
Well, we have so much to talk about Easter things.
All the things Easter.
We're going to talk about Easter basket traditions.
Yes.
The Easter egg hunts, the food.
Coloring Easter eggs, all of those
all
things.
All the things. I forgot about coloring Easter eggs. When are we going to do that?
I don't know. I was wondering if you still wanted to do that.
Yeah. People are going to watch. Okay, this episode, we're children still because.
Reserve your judgment, people.
Anyway, okay, but let's get started. So I thought we could talk about, this is a you issue though.
A me issue
is we're going to talk about that you're never too old for Easter baskets.
I was going to say, we can do a whole episode on me issues.
I mean, you could do a whole series on me issues. But we're going to talk about how you're never too old for Easter baskets.
Well, I certainly believe that.
I mean, I believe it until you have kids. Then it should just be about the kids.
Well, Okay, so I don't think my parents kept giving me Easter baskets after I got married. Definitely not.
Okay.
I think I think she always gave us candy, like
Yeah,
she
but
would
not
still
like
give
a
us
basket.
but not a full-on basket. So why I do that, I can't tell you. Probably because I am the holiday like psycho that I am. So it doesn't matter what holiday it is. And I'll digress for a sec. Not really digress because it's about this, but Jeff and I were at the store the other day, and I was buying stuff for Easter for baskets, like certain candy. And there's certain things that if I didn't buy, Evan and Ryan would be very upset, even though they probably don't even want it. It's just tradition for them too. Like the certain like we were at CVS. CVS candy aisle for Easter has always been a thing. And there's one thing they didn't have that I realized I need to go to another store
Big
to
Leaf
get.
Chew?
No, but see, it's not the Big Leaf Chew. They like the little
Easter one.
But yes, but more than that, I always got them. It looks like a little egg carton, and it's gum in it, but it looks like little Easter eggs in a little egg carton.
Like the double bubble?
I don't even think that's it. I think it's just random gum, and they didn't have it, so I have to look for that. But there's certain things. It has to be the little Reese's Pieces that they're in the plastic bag that look like a carrot. Like there's certain things I have to get. So anyway, tons of crap. So we had so much stuff that Jeff was like, we're not doing self-checkout. Like there's all these little stinking things that we have.
Throw it on the counter.
3 of everything that I have to get all this stuff. So the kid comes and he's going to check us out. And of course, Jeff's got to tell him, like, he's like, yeah, this is all for our kids.
Oh,
for Easter.
Jeff!
And
why would you say that?
And I was like, guess how old our kids are. And I mean, this 15-year-old that was checking us out,
who probably doesn't get an Easter basket.
He was hysterical. He was like, this is great. This is great. You know, and then Jeff looked at the bill at the end and he's like, oh my God, all this. And now he's saying in front of the kid, when does this end? I'm like, it doesn't.
See, that's the problem. You cannot be giving me and Evan an Easter, or Ryan an Easter basket when we're like 40.
Do you think Evan would agree with that?
Of course he wouldn't agree with that because he's Evan and he'll take whatever.
Jeff thinks they shouldn't get Easter baskets now as it is. Like, it's kind of like, when does this end? And obviously it's, well, see, I can't even say that. I was going to say it's changed over time. Yeah, it's changed just because
you added one.
Well, we'll talk about what I used to do when they were little versus now. But
yeah,
he says to me now, like, all right, well, what about when our kids have kids? Does it end for our kids?
Yeah.
It ends for our kids then. So I used to say yes, but now I'm like, well, how sad if I don't give my kids anything then. But maybe it's not a big Easter basket.
Okay,
maybe it's just a little something.
No, but this is the problem. Because you have the too much gene, I can never see you just handing Evan like a little Easter basket. You can't do it. I know you.
I can just see Evan's little face when he sees his kid getting something and he's got nothing.
Shut up. He needs to learn. Not everything is about him once we have a kid.
Well, we'll let you know what happens at that time.
Well, anyway, my reasoning is I feel like, first of all, I shouldn't even be involved in their Easter baskets, but she has involved me since I lived with you.
Yes.
And you gave me candy and stuff before that,
yes.
but like a basket.
You don't officially get a basket till you're engaged.
We were engaged,
and then you were living there, yes.
So I appreciate the fact that you tried to make it very special for me as well, because I lived with you guys and the whole situation and whatever. So I appreciate it and I love it.
Even if you didn't live with me, do you think that, but you were you were married, you think I would get Evan a huge basket and throw you a bag of jelly beans? Like,
well, like that would have been fine. I don't expect you to give me an Easter basket.
I am not that mother-in-law.
But my point is, I feel like once we have kids.
Excuse me. Pause. We didn't even cheers.
Oh. Cheers.
Salute. Happy
we
Easter.
Just right into fighting.
Right in. All right. I'm sorry. Go on.
Well, my reasoning is I feel like once we have kids, then all the baskets can just go to the kids.
Oh, well, of course.
But I'm saying I don't think we should get a full basket. If you want to give us a piece of candy, sure. But like, give the kid the basket.
Yeah, you probably won't get your major I mean, maybe the first year after you have a kid, because the kid won't know the difference, but we'll see. We'll see when the time comes.
Anyway, it's shocking to me that I have to fight her not to stop giving us things. Yeah, but anyway, she likes to give Easter baskets, and they're not just like average Easter baskets. So maybe we should talk about what you put in your Easter baskets, because yes, there's like candy and stuff, but the Easter Bunny is like...
The Easter Bunny is very generous.
Gives good gifts in his baskets.
I mean, it's evolved. So when the kids were little, I don't really remember anymore. Like, obviously when they were babies and they couldn't eat candy, it was others. Like, I would still make an Easter basket, but maybe it would be like, little treats that they could eat or whatever. But there was always like something else, non-canned. Like, there was always something toy related as well. And it used to be back then that the toys were hidden with the eggs. So when the Easter Bunny would hide the eggs for them to find, there would always be some sort of gift with the egg.
Oh, that's fun.
So like there would be like when they were into like the McFarlane sports figures. So there would like be one of those. Now, car, like Matchbox or whatever it was. So there would always be a toy with the egg that they found. Like,
like opens, like ready to play with?
Depending on what it was. No, like if it was like a Hot Wheel, it would still be in its little Hot Wheel thing. Yeah. But there would always be something with it. They were hidden together. So that's kind of how that started. And then eventually some of the things got a bit bigger or whatever it was. I would start putting, the Easter Bunny, would start putting things in the basket with the candy.
Yeah.
So they would have like some fun things along with candy or whatever treats. Then as they got older, it turned into like one year it was Yankee game tickets.
Oh my God!
That was the biggest thing ever that they got, like tickets to a Yankee game with their treat. But mostly it's like T-shirts and hats now and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, Yankee tickets is a pretty big thing to have.
That was the only time it was
but,
that.
I mean, my Easter baskets growing up were always quite large, but most of the time they were filled with like candy, like you said, like little toys and things like that. My nanny specifically would always get me this huge chocolate bunny, and it had to be a specific one. I don't remember the brand, but it was huge, and I would like eat the whole freaking thing. But anyway, she would always get me that in my
hollow
Easter basket.
Or solid?
No, it was hollow. It had to be hollow because then all the chocolate would go down to the bottom.
Break it all up.
But the biggest thing I ever got in my Easter basket, besides size, was I got a cell phone.
Oh, see, you told me about Yankee tickets.
This is one time ever because I didn't have a phone. This was my first phone. So I got a cell phone and a key to the house.
Oh.
But I feel like the cell phone was because I had to start walking home. So I don't remember how old I was, but my mom said, you can start walking home if you want. Cause like I would used to have to go to aftercare and like the whole thing. So I was in Maywood, obviously. And it was only up the block, but she's like, you have to call me the entire time that you're walking.
Stay on the phone.
So I feel like the phone was a default. But it was very exciting. I was very excited to have a phone.
Well, I mean, even when Evan got his first cell phone, it was because of hockey and traveling, and he was 11.
Yeah.
And it was
probably around
sooner than
maybe
I
a little
would
bit
have.
Older, yeah.
Yeah, it was sooner than we would have given him one, but it was like because of hockey related and him being away from us at certain points. So, and he didn't care why I was getting it either. He was thrilled that
I actually think I was in 8th
little
grade.
Like slidey flip phony thing that he had.
The first one I had was
like slid out or something.
I did have one of those. That was probably my second phone, but I think it was 8th grade, maybe 7th grade. It was a pink, like it looked like a razor, but it wasn't a razor. It flipped up, and it was like one of those prepaid phone. So it wasn't even like a real like plan. Like it was just like I had a certain number of minutes, so I couldn't really like text my friends or whatever until I got my second phone, which was probably when I was in high school, and then I had the little slidey keypad phone. But yeah, that was the biggest thing I got in my Easter basket.
Yeah, so that was a pretty big thing too.
Yeah, it was exciting. And you even now, I mean, I know you're talking about what the boys used to have. But you spoil me in my Easter baskets now. You put like Sephora things in there, like makeup, all girly things.
And that is the like Grammy did do that as I got older because we've talked about this before. There's a big age difference between me and my brother. So
Yeah.
they're 6 and 7 years younger than me. So they were still getting like, tchotchke things or whatever, toysy kind of things and candy in their baskets. And then I'm a teenager, they're 10, I'm 16.
Yeah.
What is she putting in? She still wants to give me something.
Yeah.
So then it turned into where it would be kind of like that, where it would be like hair clips or, whatever.
So because of the age difference, when did Easter baskets stop for you? Or did she stop everybody at the same time?
I really don't remember.
We'll have to ask her, see if she remembers.
Yeah, I really don't remember.
Grammy segment.
It did not go on. Like, I know it didn't go on after I didn't live there anymore.
Yeah.
So I really don't remember. But like I said, she always, still to this day, would like give us like just a
She'll
random
give me
little candy
and
bar
stuff,
or
too.
something
Yeah.
like she knows I like chocolate with nuts. So it'll be
Yeah.
like Cadbury bars with almonds or whatever. She'll still grab that and give it to me and say, oh, this is for Easter.
Yeah.
But I enjoy, I never had the pleasure of getting girl stuff for a basket. So it's kind of fun to get you stuff.
Because then she goes and shops.
And I also tried to gear it like the Easter before you guys, well, I guess it wasn't before you, oh yes, the Easter before you guys got married for both of you. I like tried to do wedding, like didn't I put like those Mr. and Mrs. mugs in your things?
Yes, before we got married, yes. And then the year, so we went on our honeymoon in April. So that next year, whenever it was, we both got honeymoon themed stuff in our Easter basket. So like he got a bathing suit. I got like a matching like hat and like top.
Yes.
It was very cute.
And then I think last year I tried to do some
yes,
Italy stuff.
We had Italy themed things like the little hand sanitizers and the what
Stuff
else
for
did
the
we get?
plane.
The plane
Yeah, they're all-
stuff.
So I try to gear it somewhat to that too.
Yeah, it was fun. It's cute. I like it. But it should stop once we have a kid.
We'll see, Jeff.
I'm Team Jeff.
Yes, let us know if you still give baskets.
Do you still get a basket?
And what the age range should be.
Yeah. And if you're a parent, are you like over Easter baskets? She's not.
I'm not. It's so much less pressure than Christmas too.
Because it's like
It's just kind of like
little
an extended
things.
stocking, which I
Yeah.
always call it stocking because I lose my mind and I can't tell you how many times I've called the Easter basket. I need to get stocking stuffers.
well, I mean, at least the Easter baskets don't have an overflow bag like the stockings
because they're
do.
bigger and I could fit everything in and
she
wrap
just
it up.
piles them all in.
And a card. There's always a card with your
This
Easter
family
basket.
of cards. I never understood it, but now I'm like, I have to get cards so I don't look like a weirdo. Like that doesn't have cards.
Get an Easter card with your Easter basket. It's a thing.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on.
Moving on.
What else? Easter.
Okay, well, this is something that's never going to die, and it never will. And I will be involved until my kids are able to run.
And and here's something that people also think I'm crazy for, but you do embrace this tradition.
Okay, well, it's so funny because Evan gets so upset. So everybody, when you're a kid, well, we should talk about this first. When you're a kid, you do an Easter egg hunt, right? Families do Easter egg hunts very different. My way was different than your way that we've discovered.
And my way is the way I grew up with it.
Yes. So like I still colored Easter eggs. Like I always colored Easter eggs, like whatever, we did that. But those weren't the eggs that my mom hid. She always hid. I mean, I don't remember when I was a baby because obviously I'm the oldest by a little bit, but I remember when I had my little cousins, like there would be Easter eggs in the backyard, like the plastic ones, and then there would be money, sometimes money in some of them or candy in some of them, and you had to find the golden egg that had the most money in it.
I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah. So that's the way I grew up with Easter egg hunts. And it's very competitive even then. And obviously I was the oldest, so I trampled my cousins to go get that money.
Win.
But then once I moved in, like I said, I became involved. And I think the first year I was a little...
Did you know
timid.
that that's what we did before you moved in?
Well, I knew you did an Easter egg hunt. But I don't think I ever, because I was never there in the morning. So, like, I don't know.
I don't know if Evan had ever talked about it.
No, I don't really think so. Like, I knew you guys did an Easter egg hunt, but I guess I never thought too much about it. But when I moved in, obviously I was involved in the Easter egg hunt.
Now, these people probably already think we're nuts because when you moved in, you weren't 8.
No. How old was I?
Still an Easter egg
I was 24.
And there was still Easter egg hunt going on in our
I
house.
was 24 years old.
And that means Ryan was 19, but it was happening.
This is very serious business, people. Okay, so the first year I think I was pretty timid and like, oh, I don't want to like intrude on your tradition kind of thing. And then that went out the window the next few years, because we still do this Easter egg hunt. And it's like fierce competition. Like, we fight each other.
Mostly Antonia and Ryan fight each other.
Well, because me and Ryan are better.
Poor Evan.
But from what I've heard, it's been like this for the past few years where Ryan always won. So now I'm actual competition for Ryan. So he gets annoyed. He's like, Antonia ruins everything.
And I guess Evan, I guess Ryan had to put up with the years of Evan. Like, he was the older by 5 years.
So there was a time
years
where
when
Evan,
Ryan was little and Evan would just, like you said with your cousins, like, I'm going to win over my brother. So definitely there were a lot of years he did that. And I guess probably at some point when Ryan realized, like, hey, I got this now, he sort of surpassed, and then it was competition, like, I'm going to beat Evan's ass to the ground and find all the eggs. But for a while, it's just the two of them. And like she said, then she came in and it's like like, this is Easter. This is a holy holiday. And it's
I don't remember what year it was. Obviously, I've only done a handful of years at this point. But one year, I think me and Ryan were in the bathroom and he's trying to lock me out of the bathroom because he wanted to look in the bathroom and I'm screaming, banging on the door because...
Well, we didn't say this. We don't do it outside. This is inside.
This
inside
is
with
inside.
Real eggs.
With the real eggs that we color. So they're like hidden in drawers, cabinets,
and we
like,
do
whatever.
it. Jeff and I do it early Easter. Obviously, they're real, so they've been in the refrigerator, so we can't leave them out too long. So we do it early Easter morning before they, we're up or
so
they come to do it.
That's what makes us worse. There's not even money involved. We're just doing this for sport.
Just to see who found more eggs.
I'm pretty sure I won last year, but Ryan won the year before.
And I'm trying to remember. We do I think it's like 18 eggs because how many little dots are there in the die thing?
You have
6?
a full carton, don't you?
There's more than because there's 6 because everybody has to have at least one from each color because they dye them first.
Yeah. We dye them first. Yeah.
So I think there's 6 little dye tablets in the Paws. Easter.
Pals. I thought it was pals.
Paas.
Oh, it's pause? I thought it was pals. Anyway.
There's no L, but I don't know how you say it. But anyway, so the boys used to do, I don't know how many, but they would, maybe got an 18, but whatever it was. But now she's there too, so we have to divvy it up. So I think I still get the 18 pack, 6, 6, and 6. Yeah. So there's only 18 eggs that these 3 have to find, and
there's always like key spots and I'm like, okay, I know to look here because there's always going to be an egg
all
there.
Through like my living room, the bathroom, the kitchen.
Yeah, living room, bathroom, kitchen. That's like where the eggs are. So we know like the areas. But it's funny because Jeff either has a list of where he put them because sometimes you guys will forget. Or it's just like he'll be like, okay, there's like 2 in the bathroom, 1 in the kitchen, like as we're getting down to the end. And then trying to find the last one is always like chaos. And then Evan gets so
and I try to help him.
Yeah, and she tries to cheat. That's not what this is about. She's like telling Evan where it is. I'm like, that's not how the game works.
Bad.
Who cares? Anyway, it's like cutthroat competition. So I need to know, does anybody have Easter egg competitions at their house as an adult? Like, I need to know because it's so much fun, but like, it's serious.
Serious business. So how is that going to work when there's little kids?
The little kid doesn't get to participate. No, I mean.
So that eventually is going to stop too.
That one I have a hard time with because it's fun. But I'm sure, I
guess we could do 2. There could be the adult and the child Easter egg hunt.
You don't agree with me, but I think we should do it Obviously, this won't happen when me and Evan have a kid because it would be the only kid. But I feel like once there's a few kids, like by the time Ryan has kids and stuff and our kids are older or whatever, there should be like an outside, go find the egg. And
I do not agree. You could
You told me you didn't want to go outside in the dirt. The kids in the
I
dirt.
don't. But you can.
But I'm just saying, like,
When it's your kids, I don't care what you do. I'm not hiding them in the dirt. You can hide them.
You don't really hide them. I mean, you hide the good
hide them.
ones. But, like, you just kind of, like, throw them. And then, like, they're
then
all
everybody
over.
runs.
Like, there's an abundance of them.
No, you
It's like
guys,
a pinata. You just collect as many as
you
you
guys can do whatever you want with that.
Yeah.
I happily turn the Easter egg hunt over to you when you have kids.
Okay.
and Ryan has kids.
Okay, great. It's going to be like,
I'll be watching.
run! Go get that egg! It'll be like, on your mark, get set, go.
And it'll probably be you and Ryan still in competition with your kids at that point.
Me and Ryan are, like, telling our kids, like...
It is fun, though. And even the whole Easter egg coloring thing. And
Yeah,
I mean,
enjoy
I
Easter
really
egg
do
coloring.
have the best kids because they do. I mean, I think they do enjoy it, but they also do, indulge me. That to me, it was important. Like, I hate to give up on tradition. So, like, yeah, do they still need to be sitting there? Like, we barely have time now. So we figure out when there's like this hour window. We're like, okay, we have an hour window
it's
where you can
definitely
do the
more
Easter eggs,
hurried
colored
up
Easter
than
eggs.
anything else, but
But you all still do it. You sit there, you color the eggs.
well, I mean, for me personally, I don't do it to indulge you. I do it because I enjoy doing it. I think Ryan just kind
does it to
of
indulge
puts
me.
all one in each color and then is like, okay,
I'm
bye.
done.
But
But
I
then
know.
he always knows which one are his.
Well, yeah, because he's like that. But Evan enjoys doing
He
it
does.
still, I think.
Ryan likes to play it cool, but we all know like it's
yeah.
a facade. Like he
He is
really
a
enjoys
facade.
the things on the inside.
Yeah.
And then, but guess what? The only person that eats 18 freaking hard-boiled eggs is me. Somehow
I
it
take
takes me like
some.
3. Oh yeah, true. You will.
I like hard-boiled eggs.
But no one else
Yeah.
does.
Grammy doesn't eat hard-boiled egg, like
She
egg salad?
does, but I feel like she never eats them after Easter.
Oh. I like egg salad. More than just a hard-boiled egg. I like egg salad.
I like both.
Yeah.
I love egg salad. I love hard-boiled egg in a salad, like a nice green salad with
salad?
hard-boiled. I love that.
Sounds good. But that's our Easter egg hunt. It's very competitive. Now, were you like that with your brothers? Or no?
You know what? I don't remember that either.
No?
I mean,
Oh,
they
we have
definitely,
that Grammy.
they definitely hid eggs. But again, there was that age difference. So I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I guess at some point, and I was probably like Ryan, where I got to a certain age, and I was like, I'm too cool for this with my brothers. They can look for
Yeah.
them.
I'm sure it's like that as a girl, too. You're like, I don't want to hang out with my brothers, especially if you're like a teenager.
Right, but you come
Like
back
my younger
around because
brothers.
obviously you come back around because I love the traditions.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
keep them
yeah,
up,
yeah.
But you get through
Yeah.
that cool period where you can't do it. But we also always had, so that all happened, in the morning in the Easter baskets and getting it from, mom and dad. But it was also where like we always got things, us as kids, and then my kids, where the extended family, then like your aunts and uncles gave you something. So like Evan and Ryan would get
A
something.
basket?
Not a basket,
Oh.
but
Like a toy?
or like something, or like an egg with money in it and a candy, or
Oh, yeah, I know Alicia does that.
and
Yeah.
she would always like make a nice big bag for them
Yeah.
or whatever. So we would always kind of do that too,
Mm-hmm.
where the aunts and uncles like would also give something. My grandparents, it was always they would just slip us money.
Yeah.
Happy
well,
Easter! Here's a rolled up $10
so did
bill.
My nanny. My nanny did that too. Like, because obviously my mom made my Easter basket, but then like I got stuff from my nanny, but it wasn't in a basket. But like she would give me that gigantic bunny with like cash.
So that I felt like that's something that continues to
Yeah.
go on. Where we go when.
Yeah, that's fine.
You just wiped makeup all under your
I
eye.
forgot I had makeup on because I didn't put it.
It's
Ah, no.
it's not terrible, but it's just a little dark under that eye.
I have to.
You probably won't see it.
I have ashes now. I just got
Ash
ashes.
Wednesday is over.
I have to go fix it.
All right.
I came back. I got rid of my ashes.
So Easter weekend is always busy.
Yeah.
And it kind of, for us, we started from Good Friday,
Yeah.
where for years, Pa would cook. And he
Oh,
loved
really?
to do, he loved to
On
do
Good
like
Friday?
a Good Friday where we would come and we would eat
Like seafood?
at their house. He would do seafood, like all kinds of, obviously
Mm-hmm.
non-meat, because you can't have meat on Fridays during Lent, and especially not Good Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So he loved that. So kind of became a tradition that we would do something on Good Friday. And then for a while, I don't know why that changed, because again, I can't remember. I'm getting old. I can't remember things anymore. But it kind of then turned into us going out on Good Friday. And
Yeah.
for years, we would go into Brooklyn and go to L&B for like pizza and things at L&B's
Yeah, I
Mooney
mean, you
Gardens
guys
in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you guys still did that when I was
For years,
for
we did.
around. And I was like, I remember one year, probably when we first started dating, like Evan told me, "Oh, we're going to L&B." I'm like, "How the hell do you know what L&B is?" Because to me, I'm like, being
Right.
from Brooklyn, we used to get L&B all the time. But I'm like that just seemed so random to me. So I'm like, how do you know what L&B is?
Yeah, we'd been going there for years.
Yeah.
So then it turned into that, and we still kind of did. We do it last year? I don't know. No,
Not on
so
Good
it's
Friday.
it's been harder,
Yeah.
especially if I'm hosting
Easter.
which
Yeah.
I'm not this year. But when I'm hosting, it's getting harder, just to find time to do everything. So
Mm-hmm.
we also started. So I guess I'll back up for a second. So we always did brunch with the Calandrillo side for Easter. So with my father-in-law and my brothers-in-law, and that whole side of the family. So we always did an Easter brunch. For a long time, we did it Easter morning, and this was before I was ever hosting anything. So we would do it Easter morning. We would go to
Prior
Floyd
kids,
Marge's.
like pre-kids?
No, even with kids. We would go there, like maybe 10 o'clock in the morning, and do that, and then leave, and then go to wherever else my family was doing Easter. And then I don't remember when or why, but then, or maybe it was when I started hosting, and just people got busier, and we were like, you know what? It would be easier for everyone if we did it on the day before Easter.
Yeah.
Like for
Saturday.
everyone. So it's not rushed. We could actually sit and enjoy time together.
Mm-hmm.
So then it changed to that. So, and that's continued on till now. So that we do the Saturday, the day before Easter, we do Calandrillo brunch / Easter. But we're usually, I mean, we're there. It's not just brunch. We're there for hours together, which is what we want, so that we can all hang out together. And now it's actually moved to where, like, instead of Fu and Marge doing it, it's, my brother-in-law and his partner doing it, and Brian and Dorian do it at their condo now. So it's a lot of fun, and we all get together then. So it's busy weekend. So Friday night we still try to get together, but now Jeff and I have also. So one thing that was a Calandrillo tradition,
I forgot about this.
from Jeff's grandmother,
Yeah.
was what we call Pizzagena. Some people who watch this will know what it is. Some people won't. Some people call it different. Everybody has their own
I was going to
things.
say, is it called the same thing?
Not for everyone. That's
Okay.
what we call, but it's like the Italian Easter pie. People make it differently too. People put different meats and cheeses in it, but it's basically, and the way we do it, it's a pie, and it has ricotta in it, and parsley, and hard-boiled eggs, and different kinds of meats like salami, and cheeses, other cheeses too. So you're putting all that together, and then you bake them. So that's a tradition that his family has always had from his grandmother.
Yeah.
And then years ago, my father-in-law, who, when we say Fu, we're talking about my father-in-law, it's his nickname.
Fu.
That's his mom who did it, and his brother, Uncle Chubby, who's Bahal, but that's his nickname. Every Calandrillo is a nickname.
I forget that his name is Paul.
They started doing it with their mom to learn how to do it. And when she passed, they had the recipe, and then they started doing it together. And now, the past few years,
You've been invited.
We've been invited, which I've been dying for an invitation forever to do it, because I just think it's so cool. And again, a tradition. I love a tradition, and I want that to never die either. So Jeff and I have been invited. So like every Good Friday, I take off so that I can be there with them and learn how to do it, and stay in my lane. Just whatever you want me to chop, I chop. Whatever it is, I'd love it. Marge and I can sit together and do it together, and it's Cookie and Uncle Chubby and my father-in-law and Jack. Like, we just have a great time. So we do that the Friday morning of Good Friday, and then Fu and Marge bring them home, they bake them, and they bring them on to the Saturday brunch. So another thing that I love that happens. So it's a busy weekend. And then we do that. And then since the kids were little, because Easter morning is so busy with the baskets and the Easter egg hunt, and whether I'm hosting or not, I'm usually making things for wherever we're going. You know, yes, Easter is the most holy holiday of all for the Catholic Church, but Easter morning's tough. So we've always gone to the Easter Vigil. And I actually started doing that with my grandparents years ago, where I was like, oh, you can go the night before and it counts. I'm in. But it's long. It's a really, really long mass. But that's tradition now too. We do it. So I make sure Saturday night, no matter what, even if I have a ton of stuff I still have to make when I get home, we go to the Easter Vigil.
What time is that? I don't remember.
It's usually 8 o'clock.
I was going to say, isn't it like 7?
Yeah, 7 or 8 o'clock it is. So we go, we do that, and that's why I'm usually up to like 2 o'clock in the morning doing stuff, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So it's that, and then you go right into a busy Easter day. So it's really like 3 days of nonstop.
Yeah. I mean, it really is. I mean, I remember even in my field, because my nanny always used to host. So like, I mean, no, we didn't really go to church, but I mean, they did go to church when I was in Brooklyn. I just think when we moved here, my nanny didn't. I don't know if she just didn't want to go to that church or whatever. I don't know. But even like she used to host, and like she would be like cooking all weekend, and then we would also sometimes go see her sister on Good Friday and like, you know, do things with them. So yeah, it's always a weekend event.
Yeah, it's fun. If I'm hosting, I take the Monday off, but since I'm not hosting this year, I'm not. I'll probably regret it after, but I'm not.
Well, save the day.
Yeah. So we talked about the Pizzagana, so maybe we should get a little bit more into the food of Easter.
Why don't you explain Pizzagana? Because
didn't I just do that?
Oh, you did. You said what was in it. I forgot.
I think I just did. But so the food starts from, like we said, from Friday. So Friday we're eating, like now
Pizza.
It's usually going out. We're going out this year too. We're going out, just not to Brooklyn, but we're going out. We just were in Brooklyn, so we're not going. We're just out of L&B's. So we're going to an Italian restaurant with the family just to make sure we're still celebrating Good Friday. But then brunch, there's also some things that are like non-negotiable.
Mimosas.
Even for that brunch, the Calandrillo brunch. There's like the egg casserole that I make.
Oh, yeah.
If I don't bring it, like you can't change things. Like I have to bring that egg casserole. I have made that probably for the 30 years that I've been married that we've been doing this. So it's like that same egg casserole that I have to make every brunch. And if I don't do it, there's trouble. Like the rice pudding, if I don't do it, I'm in trouble. So I have to make the egg casserole. So there's certain things that have to be there. Marge makes like a delicious French toast casserole that she usually makes for Easter. So we still have the traditions that even go. But yeah, mimosas are like number one.
I love walking in, and then Marge Dorian's like, "You want a mimosa?" I'm like, "Yep."
I think we even did Bellini's. Was that last year or?
I definitely still had a mimosa.
Yeah, me too. But so that's always fun too because we have all that stuff, and I love a brunch sometimes. So that's fun from there, and then that leads right into then Easter Sunday.
Yeah, which you also, I know we've talked about like Thanksgiving, Christmas morning. You also make a little casserole for Easter morning, don't you?
Yeah, there always has to be something.
But this one like alternates, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't have a set one. I can't do the egg one because we have it on Saturday.
Yeah.
So sometimes I do the French toast one for us too. On
I think that's the one you made last year. It was good. And then you did like something with waffles last year, I thought.
I think it was that might have been last year too. Because Ryan won't eat French toast. So I have to make sure it's something Ryan will eat too. It
was yummy. And then we go into actual Easter dinner. That's not really dinner, but like dinner. But like, you know, the Italian way, the courses, and just like Christmas and Thanksgiving
and Christmas. It's sort of like that with all the courses again. One thing that I do make now every year, because it's something my Aunt Pat, who passed away, always did for Easter. She always made spinach pie. And I don't know what, because there was like just a few things.
I love spinach pie.
A few things that Aunt Pat could do, but that was one of them. And every Easter she did the spinach pie. So I feel like we still need to have spinach pie.
Yeah.
And we couldn't find her recipe, but I found one that I think is really darn close to it that I've been making.
I love it. So
that's another non-negotiable. There has to be spinach pie on Easter.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's pretty flexible. When I'm hosting,
it's not so much like Thanksgiving or Christmas where it's
where
like
there's certain things that
like you
have
have
be
to
there.
have these things.
I mean, ham.
Well, yeah, ham.
Easter. I feel like Easter is ham.
Everybody eats ham for Easter.
Yeah, kind of has to be ham. Depending on, because I have to have the pasta course. So sometimes, I might switch up what that is for Easter, but it'll always still be a pasta course.
Yeah. The pasta's good. And then do we still do the fruit and nuts thing for Easter? I don't remember.
Of course.
Well, I didn't remember. So that's why I was asking.
Of course.
Fruits and nuts and fruits and nuts and fruits and nuts.
And then dessert. And then again, there's the Viennese table of a million desserts.
Also, I'm bringing dessert, Arrow, because I texted her, let me know if you need anything. I'll be there for dessert. So I'm if you want me to bring something? And she's like, yeah, dessert is great. And I know there's going to be a million desserts.
Maybe not because we're less people.
That's
so
true.
Maybe not as much.
True.
This year we're going to have people that are away, so we're going to be a little bit less for Easter this year.
Yeah.
There's something I wanted to talk about before that's nothing to do with food, but just popped into my head. Did you used to get your picture taken with the Easter Bunny in the mall?
Yes. I think I actually have a picture. Maybe if I find it, I could put it up. I don't know if I did it every single year. Maybe I did. I don't know, but I definitely have a few of them. So
we did too.
Yeah.
I remember doing it myself and then with my kids.
Oh, you?
I can still remember doing it with Easter Bunny as a kid.
I don't remember doing it, but from the pictures that I've seen, the Easter bunnies in the mall, in the 90s, look terrifying.
You know what I think makes the Easter Bunny scarier? Santa talks to you.
Well, Santa's a person.
The Easter Bunny, the Easter Bunny is the same as going to Disney. It's a character.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that you're go sit on this gigantic thing's
lap.
He doesn't say a word. You can't get a good read on the Easter
bunnies
Bunny.
Don't make noises.
No. So it's a little off-putting, I could see.
And why is it an Easter Bunny? I should have looked that up before this episode.
I don't know, because here comes Peter Cottontail.
But it makes no sense. Why?
Bunny trail.
That was my whole thing with Christmas. Anyway, it's a story for another time.
And, that's the other thing we talked about, believing in Santa Claus. I tried to make sure
I believe in the Easter Bunny.
Easter Bunny was present for a long time.
See, but the only thing I still believe in is Santa Claus.
Yes, but
at this point.
I still had to try. And I didn't care as much about the Easter Bunny when that went away, but I still tried for a while to make it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hide the eggs. The Easter Bunny hid the eggs.
Yeah.
I don't know where they are. The Easter Bunny hid the eggs.
Well, I don't think the Easter Bunny would hide eggs if he saw what competition we had over them.
Happens now.
Wow.
Do we have a stirring the pot segment again?
Guess
so
what?
Long.
A stirring the pot, because we don't have a game. So we're going to do a stirring the pot story and then react to it.
All right.
So here's the story. Ready? Every year, my family does a big Easter at my mom's house, 25 plus people, the setup, all the food, everything.
Evan didn't write this, did he?
No.
Kidding.
Oh. I found this. This year, my older sister decided she wanted a host instead. My mom ignored her and still planned everything like usual, bought all the food, invited everyone, the whole thing. And some people don't know how to let go. So that's what she said. Mm. Then, during dinner, my sister brings it up in front of everyone and says, it's just weird that I offered to host and nobody respects that. Now the whole table goes quiet. My mom says, you never actually told me you were hosting. You just said you might want to. Then my sister goes, no, I made it pretty clear you just didn't listen. It turns to a full back and forth in front of the family. And then, this is the part, my sister and her husband get up mid-dinner and leave. Plate still full, people still eating, they just walked out. Now half the family thinks my mom was wrong for not letting her host, and the other half thinks my sister completely overreacted and made a scene. Easter ended with everyone texting in their separate group chats about it. So, who was actually wrong here?
You want me to say something?
Okay,
first.
I'll say something. Well, she should have made it clear that she said, oh, I want to host. But at the same time, if this is a tradition where your mom is always hosting, I think you guys probably should have had a conversation about it well before Easter. Like, hey, Mom, I think, like, I really want to try this. Like, can you help me? Like, we'll do it at my house this year. I don't know, something like that. But she should not have, first of all, said it in front of everyone, still showed up to make a scene, and then walked out of dinner.
Absolutely not. It's a tough call, and you're right. This is a conversation that should have happened way before.
I could get in the mother's defense where she's like, well, I host Easter. Like, that's my thing, because I'm sure that's how you are. But I don't think there's anything wrong with switching holidays when you become an adult. Now, I'm not talking, I have no idea how old this girl is, but like if she, I don't know, maybe she just bought a new house and she kind of wants everybody to come over, and maybe she's like, well, maybe I can help out with Easter one year or something.
I think it's a conversation, and it's so hard because I know I hold on to things too, and I'm a bit of a control freak.
Yeah, we're gonna fight.
I'm sure. And that's part of my joy is hosting and feeding, and that's just part of it. So I could see from a mother's perspective where that's taking a little bit of her identity away. But I also understand that at some point you have to pass the torch. You know, it happened with me too, and Grammy. You have to figure it out, and at some point the torch gets passed. Now, again, we don't know how old these people are, what the situation is.
I assume she's well in her adulthood at this point, but
I think it's a conversation, and you should probably know your mother well enough that she feels that way.
Yeah.
So maybe it's, hey, at some point I would like to do a holiday. Just try it once.
Yeah.
I want you to help me. Which one do you think I should try?
Yeah.
And then see how she feels about it.
Yeah. And then if she's like, no, absolutely not, then maybe you need to have a different kind of conversation. Because I do, like you said, think eventually, like, even if it's like, well,
or we'll do it together.
Yeah, like something like that, where like we'll do it together, but can it be at my house or something like that? And first of all, if you said you were going to host and then everybody showed up at your mom's house, don't you think you would have said something before?
Yeah. And let me tell you, people, she was all, ha, 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 I want to host. It is freaking hard work. I don't think you realize how hard it is to host.
Yeah. I enjoy hosting, but obviously me personally has never hosted this entire family before, but I help you all the time. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. If everybody was going over my house for the first time, I'm sure eventually I would get used to it, but it's like overwhelming sometimes.
When it's a lot of people, it is overwhelming. And I think part of my control thing with it too is that I'm so
particular.
I'm so psycho about the traditions.
Yeah.
That, because I get this a little bit like when we go.
You can't use that tray. That's not the right tray.
Even like when we go by. So my aunt and I always we flip flop. That's why I'm not doing it this year. She is, like, whichever holiday, like so then Thanksgiving will be me. We switch off everyone. And if there's something that I feel that strongly about that we need to have, I know I can't put it on her. Like, you must make this. But guess what? If you don't want to make it, it's fine. I'm just going to make it and bring it. And I think she's fine with that. And like, as long as that's okay with her, and she understands that I'm psycho and I have to have, like, oh, this is an Easter thing. We have to have it. So you could do it that way too.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was kind of rude of her for just, who gets up? It's your family. You don't just.
She sounds like a little spoiled prima donna brat.
Yeah, but like if you wanted to have a conversation about that day, you should have just had the conversation with your mom, not in front of the family. Because then, awkward, who wants to sit at the table and watch you guys fight?
Right, on a holiday.
And I know people fight on holidays. Usually that's when things happen. But like, it's entertaining, but still.
Do you remember, this has nothing to do with anything. You remember that Mother's Day when we went out to dinner?
Oh my God! Wait, this is a story we must tell.
All right, we digress from Easter.
All right, Easter's over, people. We're at Mother's Day.
Just a family. We are out to dinner for Mother's Day, all of us. And all of a sudden we hear, like, it's getting loud. We're laughing,
whatever, and then there's a table in the corner.
What's going on?
But
Could you see it? I couldn't see it from where I was sitting.
I could see the angle. And like you said, like, we heard things getting loud. But like, we're in an Italian restaurant. People are loud. Like, but then you kind of felt like aggression loud.
Right. And then so then we hear, like, scuffle.
Well, so what? Well, you were.
I couldn't
your back
see,
was
my
facing
back.
But I think it was the man had stood up. I mean, who knows what this family dynamic was or what the issue was? I don't know. This man stood up and was like, bah, 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 like across the table, and they had a circle table. And then the woman got up on Mother's Day.
And that's what I could hear. You're ruining Mother's Day.
And then the guy and the wife are, how dare you, blah, 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 like screaming
It was
that the
crazy.
restaurant went dead quiet.
And they
we're
got
all
escorted
watching
out.
them. Well, because then they started to like go after each other to
Right.
like fight.
Like
Like
physical
fight.
So yeah, people do get
Me
crazy
and
at
Evan was
holidays.
like, but the best part is we saw one of the people at the table at a restaurant on Father's Day.
Exactly. What are the odds? A different restaurant.
Different
Different
restaurant.
restaurant. And the guy he was fighting with wasn't there.
No. So we don't honestly
We don't
know what
know what
happened.
happened.
So it's kind of a terrible story.
Yes.
But-
But it just made me think of that, like fighting on a house. So yeah. Just things
so it's
happen.
entertaining. So maybe you should do it.
Just not in my family.
I mean, we could be fun.
No. It doesn't happen.
But yeah, that was our story.
I know. It was a terrible story. We'll bring it up again on Mother's Day in case you
Yeah,
forget.
no, we'll talk about it on Mother's Day. But that's it.
That's it. All things
Easter.
Easter. Happy Easter.
Happy
If you
Easter,
celebrate,
peoples.
if you're celebrating Passover,
Oh yes, happy
happy Passover.
too.
I don't know if it happened yet,
I don't know either.
but happy Passover, even if it did or didn't. Happy Easter. Happy spring.
Happy
spring has sprung,
holidays.
people.
Spring has sprung. Everybody do your cleaning.
Spring cleaning, especially if you're hosting. And if you're having an Easter egg hunt, good luck to you.
Let's do predictions. I think I'm gonna win
I have to.
by 2 eggs.
I have to be Switzerland.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, we'll let you know what happens next week, and we'll be back next week. I promise.
You can't get rid of us. We're back.
Sorry,
Bye,
people.
everyone.
Bye.